Hey everyone, I just wanted to hop on here really quickly because the day that this is going to be posted is the 2-year anniversary of Emphasis, or GC Report as it was known when it was founded. And so I wanted to sit down and record a couple of thoughts about the last 2 years and about the future of Emphasis as a whole. I believe that Emphasis is in a very unique position, being somewhat recognizable at this point, but also being situated in a place that allows us to both expand and improve on our coverage. Ideally, I would like to be able to do both, expanding in both titles as well as mediums, and improving in all aspects, including written and more visual content as well. This year, this time of year is always kind of important for me because my birthday shows up, and then also just every time we come around this year, I kind of think about the beginnings of Emphasis, and I also think about just kind of what my life would be like if I didn't have it, or if I didn't ever start it. And I always like to look back at the beginnings and just the past of Emphasis. The beginning of Emphasis was like a different time. It was pre-franchising, at least in the VCT. When it began, it was known as Game Changers Report. I used a logo that I had made in under an hour in Canva, and I borrowed the Valorant logo, a bunch of just really bad things that I'm so glad we got rid of later on. But the purpose was to bring coverage to a scene that I felt lacked it. I felt that it didn't have the written content on the level that I had seen from people who covered the VCT at that time, and I wanted to be someone who could be able to contribute to that, not on the same level as them obviously, but on a level. The first few weeks of Emphasis, or GC Report, consisted of me trying to find my footing in the space. I tried out different solutions for hosting articles. I attended the first LAN under my GC Report. I made some first connections that still stand to today, and I wrote as many articles as I possibly could. I was looking for interviews, I was doing recaps, I was trying to figure out what exactly my niche and what my best writing abilities were. The remainder of that first year consisted of me covering NA Game Changers with as much depth as I possibly could at the time, culminating in that first Game Changers Championship, where we had our first flame out. During the week of the Game Changers Championship, I would wake up for the games, which took place in Berlin, so a completely different time zone. I would co-stream them and then write a recap, sometimes during the stream, sometimes right after. Attend my classes at the university, catch up on homework, and then go back to sleep for a few hours just to repeat it all over again. I think probably around day 4 or 5 of the tournament, the exhaustion just kind of caught up to me. Sleeping 3 hours a night was just a little bit too much, and I missed a stream due to fatigue. And it was the first time I felt like I had truly asked too much of myself in our pursuit of journalism and stuff like that. Shortly after the first anniversary, or shortly after the Game Changer Championship, the first anniversary came and went. More coverage came and went. There's more LANs. There was Astral Clash in Long Beach. There was Astral Clash in Las Vegas. There was another NSG Fullerton. There was another Spike Drop in Las Vegas that I will never forget. And I continued covering the 2023 circuit with the help of 2 new writers in K-Donut and Rain, who I'm so grateful for. And speaking of new writers, I believe the announcement will come out a little bit later today officially that Emphasis is going to be looking for new writers, and we'll get more into that later in this video. The next big change to Game Changers Report, GC Report, was the rebrand to Emphasis, which came in November of 2023. And right after that was our expansion into visual and auditory mediums, especially Center Stage, which is this series of short, unscripted, semi-scripted videos, inspired kind of by Mogul Mail, of just person talking and a lot of other things, as well as Spotlight, which is our podcast, and the second episode did just release about a week ago. In 2024, our third full calendar year, I do want to expand to other regions, covering them more constantly, more consistently. I also want to expand into more titles with the help of more writers. The titles that we are especially targeting right now are ESL Impact, League of Legends, and Overwatch. So ESL Impact, Counter-Strike, League of Legends Game Changers, and Calling All Heroes and Overwatch. Other ones that I have looked into include Women's Carball, or Rocket League, as well as the upcoming, Fortnite events put on by Radiant. I also want to expand in terms of mediums, continuing to put out episodes of the podcast, continuing to put out videos like this one, and maybe even interesting live streams. Ideally, these new mediums would, feature both members of Emphasis and the community side by side. Additionally, with this expansion, I would love to be able to bring in some sort of financial backing. So, as of today, as of a while ago, Emphasis is officially looking for a place to call home outside of itself. So if there are any org owners or, journalism outlet owners who are looking for a place to, or looking for a group of people who are really enthusiastic about covering marginalized gender esports, we're your people, and we would love to be a part of your journey. Finally, to wrap this up, this is personally just from me. Emphasis means the world to me. I would definitely not be the person who I am right now without Emphasis. And I really just want to be able to continue to show what I can with Emphasis, and show what I can do in terms of writing, in terms of videos, in terms of streams, in terms of podcasting, and just all sorts of media. I really want to be able to show what I can do, and show what our amazing people can do as well. So once again, if you do believe you have what it takes, or believe you want to have what it takes, don't hesitate to reach out and fill out that talent application form. We'd be happy to have you, even if you are very much not, if you're not super experienced, we'll still love to have you as someone who we can help them grow, have them hone their craft. And yeah, so thank you for an amazing 2 years, and here's to the future.